So did you guys hear that Raster's gay now?
Yeah.
I heard it was Dermy's fault.
Yeah.
Well, he only came on last night, so.
Whoa.
Yeah.
It was all pent up then.
Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome to Skinemax Saturday. Here on Vets Talking, where I feel like we're going to stir up a little bit of a hornet's nest with this one, because there's all the racisms going on out there with some complaints and some of this stuff, because you can't complain about a show that has black people in it if you're white, cuz. Play.
Everything is racist. Everything is racist according to me.
That was delayed.
It's not just racism. We're also sexist. Remember that, because the show stars a black woman.
Right. It's what is it called when they have the multiple things where you're black?
Intersectionality.
Intersectionality. We're
Intersectionality,
intersectionally racist, of course, obviously.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I'm looking for
Intersectionalist?
intersectional istophobic phobophobe. How about that?
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
I think that's accurate.
I like it. So, yeah, we're going to talk about Robyn Hood and all the backlash and the fact that apparently some of the people in our YouTube circle is living rent-free in Director X's head. I'm looking forward to that. Also, shout out to the HOG Army. I am sporting my new HOG Army shirt. I'm a big fan of this. I like it. Got the old BDU colors on here. Oh, nice and comfy. So, all that being said, let's go ahead around the horn. We got some more people who can be popping in here. Marc Cyborg says he might pop in depending on what X-Ray girl wants to do. She might want to go watch a movie or something like that, which apparently is higher priority than us, but I'll take it. Starting next to me, the Air Force vet, my man right here, Mr. Producer, Common Nerd Jesse. How you doing, man?
I'm beautiful. I had a wonderful day. I had a wonderful week, man. I had a 4-hour stream yesterday for my morning prep, because $5 Fridays turn into 4-hour streams sometimes. And yeah, that was a wild adventure. That was a really good time. So yeah, I made a great Friday. Can't complain at all. Stayed up too late playing Fortnite with Diesel last night. And now I'm here to talk a bunch of shit and rip on some dumbass fucking director from Canada who directed a couple of music videos and thinks all of a sudden he's God's gift to television and a story and a thing that we've heard 5 million fucking times. And we can see the writing on the wall from the first announcement. So yeah, fuck him and fuck that. And I can't wait to get into it.
I mean, I think very clearly the man thinks he's up there with Malcolm X, calling himself Director X. So clearly this guy's something special for sure. So talking about special, hi, Dermy.
Hi. How are you guys? Wait, where are you? I already went. We went down that route. Anyways, I don't like this bigotry that I'm hearing right now. Okay, listen. Director X made pure gold. Robyn Hood is pure, unadulterated gold. It is the greatest thing ever, and it's wonderful being a comedy. Oh wait, it's a drama. No, it is dog shit. It is the worst thing I've ever watched. I love it though. Like it gives Velma was made out of spite. This was made out of pure retardation. And just the fact that it's made by taxpayers' money and the whole thought process behind Robyn Hood is stealing from the government to give to the people. This is stealing from the people to give to the government and make garbage like this. It's hilarious.
And it's culturally
Make
appropriate.
propaganda.
And it's culturally appropriate in British culture.
So,
So,
yeah,
British don't
British
have
local.
culture. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
White people don't have culture. Remember?
Speaking of no culture, Shellback. Shellback
Yeah.
X.
Well, Shellback does have culture. He does have culture. It's gay
Turtle
culture.
culture. Turtle culture.
Turtle
No, it's
culture.
gay. He's in the Navy. They're a bunch of seamen. Wave
Well,
that
you would know about
LGBTQ
semen.
flag.
That's
Semen
actually
would
true.
know.
Dermy would know the most about semen here on the panel.
Yeah.
So.
That is true.
I'm proud of it.
But yeah, for tonight, in honor of this person, I have changed my name to Shellback X.
Well done, sir.
Yes, congratulate me, bow down, whatever. Thank you.
We're not worthy. Thank you. And the man who brings fire to all, and also putting out some pretty damn good fucking content. Check out his channel. Dev made me do it.
Hey, how's it going? Check out Beelzebub and check out Get Ranked tomorrow, Sylvester Stallone movies, and the new show Beelzebub every Saturday morning, essentially at 12 a.m.
Yeah, buddy.
12 a.m. his time.
Yeah,
Eastern.
Pacific.
But that's what I said.
Specific.
Pacific?
All right. Thank
Pacific
you
Ocean.
all for being here. And the people who are most important, the people in our chat, if Jesse could be so kind as
Go
to
all the way up to the
recognize
top.
these amazing people here.
We got Shaka Zulu, who made it in first. Another one of our fine channel members. Bubba M. Ford, always glad to see you here. James Dosher, I'm glad you made it in. He's like, last. And we got JB, Couch Commandos, absolutely 100% around here. We got chairs. We got Iron Oxide, another one of our fine channel members. Good to see you, Iron. Samuel, the Infist says broke this week, so regular chats will have to do. Well, that's all right, Samuel. We
That's all right, buddy.
completely. It is those times. Hashtag blame Biden.
Yeah.
GR, good to see you as well. Gizno Fuchs. He's no Fuchs. I think
Gives
he's
no fucks. Just
Give
say it
no
right.
fucks.
Gives no fucks.
Absolutely. Good to see you, Give No Fucks. And Tracy K, good to see you, beautiful. Glad you made it in today. Like we said, Shaka Zulu, Clinton House, there you go. Good to see you. Professor Savage Dad, glad you make it in. And yes, absolutely intersexually racist. That's exactly what we're all about. And yes, absolutely air power. Yeah. All right, let's see who else we got in here
We
that
do
we've missed
have-
sliding in the door. What, Dermy, what? Rock
people.
the Black Dragon. That's probably Dermy's new favorite term. Good to see you, my friend.
Well, it's Rocky the Black
Alrighty.
Dragon.
Oh, Rocky the Black Dragon. There we go. Flatus Atmosphere says howdy. Good to see you, Flatus.
Howdy, y'all.
All right.
These are new people. I've never seen.
I know we
Gizmo.
love new faces. No,
Yeah,
we
we
love
do.
new faces. New
Welcome
faces are
to
the
all
best.
the new people. And I also
all the
want to
locals.
acknowledge and say hello to everyone who has been a member and all the new members. We have quite a few people in here. I just want to say, as always, I haven't given a shout out yet for a while, but no one starts off as a private here in the Vets Talking Army, which, by the way, in the chat, tell me what you guys would like to be called. Do you want to be the Vets Army, the Vets Talking Army? Somebody said, oh, what was the one I saw in here? Couch Commandos, I think, is a good one. That's
I
a
like
good
that one.
double
That's pretty
meaning
good.
since very few of us actually wear pants. So Commando's a very good one there too.
Wait, I'm supposed to wear pants?
I mean, we prefer it,
Yeah,
but I do want to say hi to
called
all
Bad
these awesome
Company.
corporals. Coming up here, we have our sergeants. We have staff sergeant. This is kind of ranked out a little bit differently. Come down here a little bit further. There's the other staff sergeants there. And I want to point out as we get down here further to the people who've been here longest, we now have first sergeants in the chat. Welcome, JB and Dermy Wermy, our first sergeants here at Vets Talking. Guess what? After that, you get promoted to officers next. You can be captains after this. Thank you guys for hanging in there and being members
So
for
that
so
means I'm
damn
gonna
long.
sit around and do nothing the whole time?
I mean, that's what first sergeants technically did too.
I guess you don't have the
I,
don't ask, don't tell rule in your army there, Adam.
No, I
I
do.
want to see this. I want to see this pants requirement. I want to see it in black and white, please, in triplicate.
Sorry, I only
Look,
have it
I
in
don't even
rainbow.
get. You never even come on camera unless you're naked. I'm not even if you're naked. I really don't care. I mean,
You
if it
care
really
when I
comes
get
down-
naked.
Gives a fuck.
You care when I get naked.
Well, that's because you're on camera. That's why, Dermy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Discrimination, I get it. It makes
Yes,
sense.
it is exactly. It is discrimination. I don't want to see your fat ass naked. I don't want to see Shellback naked either. But since Shellback's never on camera,
Right.
I don't care if Shellback's naked on the other side of that.
Are you
that
sure?
camera. See? Well, now see, now if he's naked, we can't see him anyway. It's completely and totally in the dark. So same difference. We couldn't see his
So-
pecker even if we tried.
So the
Which is
only
probably the
person
same
that
even
we're
in the light.
the only person we are 100% fine with being naked is Devil, because we've never seen his face.
Yes.
He and his
Whoa.
two-pronged penis.
I've never been clothed. What are you talking about, dude?
Hey, there you go.
That's a
Exactly.
good point.
I live in a
That's
nudist colony.
exactly right.
I
Clinton House is gifted 5 Vets Talking Tropic Thunder memberships. Thank you, Clinton House. We got 5 more in there on in addition to what I just named off. And Clinton House, being that looks like Blue Core Devil's not in here to start things off, but he doesn't have priority to the first shots time. So you, Clinton House, get to start.
Has begun.
To you, Clinton House, and all of our new members. Thank you very much. I see Bubba M Ford, Vets Trash. I don't think you guys want to be called trash. You guys aren't trash. You don't deserve that.
No. I will
Frank
say,
V. Frank V, hold on. Frank. Sergeant V, what's up, buddy? My 74th Lurst Attachment brother. How's it going, buddy? Call it the Wooby Nation. Anyone here? No, wait. You're laughing, but does anyone here know what an Army Wooby is?
I do.
Isn't that your blankie?
no.
Essentially. Their little liner for their.
I'm very impressed.
It is.
Yeah. That's our
Hey, what?
poncho liner. Our poncho liner.
That-
Yeah, call it a whoopee.
Yep.
We use it as a blanket. Yeah, it looks just like this. Yeah, I'm impressed. Very well done. Thank you.
I am impressed by Devil because he said that as a
I
joke.
mean,
No, but that's exactly what it is. Yeah,
Oh
dude,
yeah,
like,
no, you're right though.
no, it legitimately is their blankie.
It
No,
is.
it
He's
really-
all, you're right. I'm all, really?
You're absolutely right. Yeah.
No, dude, my mom was Army. I had an ex-girlfriend that was Army. Yeah, no, that's their fucking blankie. They talk about whoopies all the time, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like a child talking about their favorite fucking teddy bear as an Army person talking about their fucking whoopie, dude.
It legit is, man. It becomes your blankie, man. That is your
They're all
favorite
Linus.
piece. That is your favorite piece of fucking issued gears. Your fucking whoopie, man. You take that shit out on your fucking civilian airplanes and wrap yourself up in that motherfucker, dude. Love my fucking whoopie, dude. Miss it. I gotta get a new one. Yeah.
Like, get 'em on fucking eBay. Local Army supply store.
Yeah, I gotta go down there. I'll tell you what. I don't know if we're gonna have any more other people popping in right away. Do you think should we hold off on a little bit for some people to come in for this conversation?
Let's see if we can find something else to talk about until we.
Let's talk about Ahsoka first. Yeah, let's talk about Ahsoka
There you go. Let's
first.
talk about Ahsoka first.
Yeah,
You got Dermy,
so-
you got those tweets.
Yeah, I got a few.
Go ahead,
Give
Adam.
me a moment.
So I watched the last episode of Ahsoka literally right before we started here. And
I feel sorry for you.
just what a fucking dumpster fire, man. Just a show about fucking nothing. It just that entire fucking show to just kind of to flip roles where, those two fucking idiots, fucking Sabine out there. By the way, spoiler warning if anyone out there really fucking cares. Sabine, whose entire mission was to save Ezra, only the entire thing ends up getting her stuck out in the middle of nowhere and getting fucking Thrawn out in the fucking Empire to take things back over. Just the dumbest fucking premise, man. It just totaled up to nothing. So, what do you guys think?
Well,
I've got some. Go ahead.
I think this is bigotry because on Rotten Tomatoes, we look just take a look at this tweet with this epic lightsaber power. Just
Hold on.
yeah,
I'll let you. No, I'm going to show your. I'm going to show yours first.
Yeah. Look at this epic lightsaber combat right here. And look at Rotten Tomatoes says it right. 95, 100, 84, 100, 85, 100, 88, 100.
I want to know who scores those are. Are those top critic scores? Are those
critics.
audience scores? No. Because top critics are not loving these shows.
You know what? I should actually look that
on
up.
the Rotten Tomatoes. But here, let me show this while let me show this while you're showing this. So this right here, I think, is the perfect headline for this entire show. This is the headline I used when we did our review. Ahsoka finale is a nonstop train of contradictions and stupidity.
Yep.
Because this was literally something that we saw things change from scene to scene to scene. Prime example, the fucking stormtrooper zombies, right? Initially, when they're resurrected, they get up. They seem to be doing pretty good. They're shooting their blasters. They're going after everybody. Next scene, when they start to go into the hallway, all of a sudden they're lumbering like regular fucking zombies you'd see in the fucking
Walking Dead. Yep.
Right. The next scene after that, they're all marching in formation with blasters held up high, shooting at motherfuckers. So which is it? You know? And then all of a sudden you go from Sabine getting told, bitch, put your lightsaber away because you suck, shooting and going back to shooting and blasting motherfuckers. Then all of a sudden out of nowhere, she goes, woo, boom. She got force abilities all of a sudden out of nowhere when 3 episodes ago, bitch couldn't move a teacup. I couldn't even get the thing to wiggle. Like if you would have given me a wiggle, in that scene, okay, I would have been like, all right, fine, whatever. But you didn't even give me a wiggle. We've had this droid telling her the entire time that you're a piece of shit. We would have never let you in the Jedi Academy. No fucking way in hell.
And now immediately, the scene after that, where it should have been a wiggle getting the fucking lightsaber to come to her, but she managed to get it to her. And then the very next scene, there's no hesitation whatsoever. I can launch you, Ezra, over to this ship that's a football field away. No problem. I know exactly what I'm doing now. Oh, it's so fucking dumb.
Given on that part of it, that is a technique that she had seen done multiple times because that was a technique.
She learned how to do it because she saw someone put their hands in the air like this.
Right, it's just like that's something that she'd seen done a lot because that was a technique that was developed between Ezra and that other Jedi that's dead.
Yeah, hold on. When you have Luke on training with Yoda, it takes him a lot of time to go from just being able to move stuff and to lifting the ship and doing that level.
Right. So
she just does it like you said, automatically.
All around season 1 score. But we're gonna start going down the episodes real quick. Episode 1, 20 reviews, 95%.
There's only 20 reviews.
It keeps getting better. Episode 2, 100%, 18 reviews. Episode 3, 84%, 19 reviews. Episode 4, 100%, 20 reviews. Episode 5, 85%, 20 reviews. Episode 6, 100%, 18 reviews. Episode 7, last week's episode, 88%, 17 reviews. The final episode, 75%.
Holy yeah!
How many reviews?
20.
That's the high. That's the high because the highest we ever saw was like what 2021, right? Like the most.
I
was
think
20?
20 was the most.
Yeah, 20 was the most. So that last one with the exact same amount of the most views has the worst score out of fucking all of them. Which is why this headline from Bounding into Comics is a perfectly accurate description for that whole fucking episode. Because this is the worst part about it, right? The only 2 characters that everybody said that they were even slightly interested in got 0 fucking lines of dialogue and about 5 seconds of screen time in this entire episode.
Yep.
Dude, okay. At the very fucking beginning of this episode, like I said, I watched it just about an hour ago. It already set up to be pure fucking stupidity. When Ezra's in there frantically trying to put together a lightsaber, 1, where the fuck did the kyber crystal come from? Yeah. 2, he's telling the droid who teaches Padawans how to build a lightsaber not to tell him what to do. Then on top of that, he tells him that his fucking shop is disorganized. He's frantically looking for a part. Why didn't he just ask him, where is this part, instead of tearing it all apart? Then he's surprised to find out that he taught Kanan Jarrus how to build a lightsaber and asks, how old are you? Like, it's such a surprise that a droid might be old as a fucking grown adult human. And then on top of, oh God, I completely lost track of what the other dumbass fucking thing was. Oh yeah, the droid acting like it's such an amazing thing. You were the apprentice of Kanan Jarrus, who was a Padawan when he knew him. Why is that
Honestly, that would
anything
be-
fucking impressive? He
That
was a
would be
Padawan,
shocking.
and he's so blown away and impressed that it was Kanan Jarrus. Like, it's some big name in the Jedi Order.
To give some pushback, they would potentially, because he remembers everybody.
Right.
Almost.
What's the fucking
But
big deal
it
about
would be
Kanan
a
fucking Jarrus?
Yeah,
you
if
would be
Well,
right,
that's
but
because-
he
did you
Order
watch Rebel or
66.
did you watch Rebels or Clone Wars?
I watched all of it, yeah.
Oh, okay. I figured that's why you'd understand why he was kind of a big deal.
No, he wasn't. No, he was a fucking,
No.
he was a Padawan. He was an apprentice. He
Yeah.
wasn't a big, he
Kanan
wasn't a
wasn't
big
nothing
deal when the
special.
Jedi Order was around.
No.
He was a big deal during the start of the rebellion, not when that fucking robot knew him. He was just an apprentice. Nothing
Yeah, it's
special.
not like he said, did you know Obi-Wan? Did you know Yoda? Did you know?
Yes.
But Kanan, he literally, the reason he trained, he was just one who got away. There was nothing particularly special about him as a Jedi.
Exactly. That
No,
would
there
be
is
like
something
saying,
special
oh,
about
you
him.
were trained by Joe
Dave Filoni made
Schmo?
him.
Oh my goodness, Joe Schmo. Wow. I taught him stuff.
Dave
cares?
Filoni and Mr. Buffy are the people that came up with him. That's why he's so important. I can't remember
It's-
Buffy's her actual name, and I can't remember her.
The entire
husband's
point
name.
Sarah
was
Michelle
they're
Gellar.
trying to
Yeah,
give
Mr. Sarah
hype and
Michelle
more
Gellar.
importance to characters that aren't that fucking important.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but that's because that's what this whole thing is. This is Dave Filoni's wank off material. This has been him
Oh,
getting to all the characters that he created, all the things that he developed. He finally gets to put them into live action. You know, it's like I got a chance to watch Nerdrotic's review of this today, and one of the best things that he pointed out, and this is something I've been talking about the entire time, was the gratuitous ass shots of Hera, which I'm not complaining about. That's been probably one of the best parts of this entire show. But it's like that's what a lot of this has been. Like, the heroes have been boring as shit. They're not interesting. They're not well developed in any way, shape, or form.
No.
You know, you're more interested in the two bad guys that we don't even get a decent conclusion to. And the actor that gave him such great presence is sadly passed away. You know, so we don't even know if they're going to even have the balls to recast him, because we know the fucking way Disney is about recasting motherfuckers.
I was saying
Oh, no,
before,
they recast
I was
him.
saying before, it's such a shame that actor had to die, and I was really hoping that they were going to give him that character a proper out. Like, maybe he was going to have a good death at the end. Of this. Unfortunately,
recast him.
it's a literal cliffhanger, as it ended with him on a cliff. Literal fucking cliffhanger.
So they will recast him for one main reason. He's a white dude. And you're gonna sit there
they
and
don't
laugh
care
at
about
this.
him.
Good point.
But in
No.
Marvel, they didn't recast Black Panther, but they went ahead and recast General what's his name into
General Ross.
General Ross into Han Solo. Why am I blanking on his real name?
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford. They recast him
Well,
perfectly
and-
fine.
Well, and the other thing is that the T'Challa one was Kevin Feige's perfect opportunity to replace him with a female.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So they just took advantage of that. Like, they were just like, "Oh, we can do it.
Yeah.
You don't have to recast him. Why bother? We can just have his little sister replace him. She can be the new Black Panther. Sure, he can do it. Yeah, that's gonna go real well."
I want to hit on. I'm not going to go through all these at once. I just want to give some love to Alcohol One Singer popping in and ain't saying shit. Thank you very much, though.
Drop the 20 and just
Dropped the
moonwalk
20
right down.
and then just pulled the trigger and fucked off. Thank you very much, Alec Baldwin's finger.
I'm freaking out.
Okay, go.
I would read a second one. real
Alec
fast,
Baldwin's
though.
finger never misses. Thank you very much, buddy, for the 20.
I would
So,
read the second one real quick, fast, just because it does partake to all this. So,
All right, yeah, go ahead and pull it up while I pour another shot.
Now that you guys are ranting about a TV show on a network that I stopped paying for, I just want to say that Twi'lek booty matters. Okay.
100%.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
I ain't gonna deny that. Not Sabine. What's her name?
Hera.
I mean, Sabine.
Hair looks fucking fine in this show. Hair looks fine. But what's weird? This is what's weird. I looked up the actual actress, and I think she's hotter as fucking Hera in
As a
Green.
Twi'lek.
As a Twi'lek. Yes, I think she's actually hotter as a Twi'lek.
100%.
That's fucking
There's something
awesome.
about Twi'leks that are like, you know what? I kind of want you over real people. There's just something about that.
Green skin is hot.
Alec Baldwin's
It's not
finger-
just the green skin. There's something like her eyes, and there's something else about her. I'm not even joking. I'm not trying to just be funny. Like legitimately, I think she looks better like that than she does in real life.
Alec
Okay, yes,
Baldwin's
go ahead.
finger
We'll pull it
said-
up. Yep. The
people
people
that
that hey, who's running? This is my show, motherfucker.
Yeah, shut up.
I
Dermy.
mentioned it, you fucker.
Shut your face.
No.
You can comment on it. I read this shit.
Fine. I'm trying to help you out here. Excuse me for trying to help.
The people that would normally drop a low rating just don't care anymore.
Yeah. They are in the process of pandering to people like this. We get to suffer through this again. We watched a little bit of it last night.
Oh shit. I did a short over that and I got roasted, but it got like 3,000 views.
Oh,
fuck 'em.
yeah. I saw it.
Sent
yeah.
me their new Ahsoka collection. Oh my god.
Fucking bitch.
You guys know I'm a huge collector, and these black series are beautiful. They included my boy Ezra.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Ren, who is obviously iconic in her colorful armor.
Oh my god.
Obviously
Oh my God.
iconic and a colorful armor. Oh my god. I can't.
Fucking
It hurts
pandering
just to watch 20
bitch.
seconds of this thing.
It's so fucking bad.
It gets so much worse.
Oh,
much
I know. I watched
worse.
the whole thing on my stream. I watched the whole thing.
Dude.
Oh god, it hurts.
all they want, they want that cred. They want that in with Disney. They want that in. They want to get special access
That's how
to
she
fucking
gets
events
sent
and
those
all this other
boxes.
stupid shit. That's all they want. And Disney will give it to them because they're the only ones willing to sell their soul for this shit.
100%.
I don't give a fuck.
Hell no.
Cheers to you, Alec Baldwin's finger.
Alec.
Wait, hold on, I got a Cupid video.
Oh,
Here we
shit.
go. He knew it was
And we
coming.
just
Thank
lost
you.
viewership.
This is why we take shots, just so we can forget that video.
Especially
right
that. What you got now,
Yeah,
Dermy?
drink. Well, I got this. Listen, this is hands down the best duel in the show. Like, holy shit. This is the best duel in Star Wars history, guys.
Two middle-aged women fighting. Now,
Oh,
given
look at that.
Homegirl actually does have some training, the Asian chick, like her father
Mhm.
apparently is like a master martial artist or something. But yeah, but the problem is just like in the fucking Anakin scene, she has to when she's actually doing the up closes with Rosario Dawson, she has to slow down because Rosario can't keep up.
Mhm.
You know?
Yep.
So, and that's the problem with it.
Well,
The
I mean,
stunt doubles are great, but she's not.
you go back to the Hayden Christensen scene. All you have to think about is Hayden. It doesn't even feel like he slowed down. It feels like he forced her to keep up. She was not good, but you could tell the difference night and day. Like Hayden was just perfect.
No matter what, it's garbage. This whole fucking show is just
The
garbage.
only
They put
decent moments
such
are
little
Hayden
effort into it.
Christensen. That's it.
No,
Everything else, I don't need.
Okay, I will say this about you were talking about the zombie troopers. I will say this about it. I think it was kind of cool. I'm not giving any compliments because yes, what you were talking about there, Jesse, about the fact that it's going back and forth about how they were fucking acting and all that. But at least it's the first time on camera in live action where I've actually felt a sense of intimidation by stormtroopers.
Right.
they were actually somewhat threatening as fucking zombies. So I will say that, and also the fact that obviously it's coming off of. I'm aware of the Zombie Troopers. I think it was a comic book, right?
It was a one-off novel because
it was a novel.
Ryan explained it. It was a one-off novel in the E universe where they were doing experiments on one of the the Empire's dark side planets, and it was a virus that literally did bring the dead back to life. Now, whereas obviously in this show they're doing it a little bit differently. They're using still having zombies, but yeah, they're using Night Sisters magic in order to do it.
Which is in Filoni and Disney Star Wars canon still legitimate because you can go to I think it's Clone Wars when the Trade Federation, the Trade Federation actually comes down. They have this actually really awesome fight against Grievous, all the Night Sisters versus droids, and Mother Talzin reanimates a buttload of dead zombified Night Sisters. It is a fun scene. I did like that episode.
I was okay. So at least I'm happy to hear that it makes sense that they're not taking the lore of the zombies that they've done before. That maybe they'll still introduce that because I do like the idea that it was an experiment by by the Empire and all that. So maybe they'll introduce that at some point. But then again, who the fuck cares? Because Disney Star Wars is still garbage, anyways.
Yes,
it all leads to blue milk.
It was bullshit at the end how they showed Anakin again. Because that was like the third time they showed him. It's like there's having somebody come in to do a little guest appearance and shit, and then there's just like milking it and milking it. Like the third time, I was like, oh my god, there he is again.
Wasn't he randomly last week as well?
Yeah, he was when she was training. She was doing her training, and he was standing there again.
The training videos that he made for. Yep.
Yeah, they just
so that means they'll get to milk him as often as they want to. Whenever she's on the ship doing training.
By the way, I want to give a shout out. By the way, to Rumble, I see you there. The Pleeps says, anyone know about Ahsoka distant cousin Ahsoka? Heard she was the VP. Yes,
that's right.
No, I have no, never heard of her.
Always a good shout out. I love my Rumblers, so please definitely do pop in.
Dermy's her Padawan.
Shh. Actually, no, I mastered sucking. Okay.
Yeah, we know, fucking Dermy. We know.
What are you?
Yeah, I go to the truck stop all the time. I live there.
AB, big excitement from Venom Blade. AB, what are you referring to? Alec Baldwin. Oh, okay.
Alec Baldwin's finger.
Ahsoka's ball.
We love
Ahsoka's balls.
Alec Baldwin.
Eric Baldwin.
Oh wait, no.
Eric Baldwin.
Oh god, you guys have any more input on fucking Ahsoka? Oh yeah, dude. ABN. Come on, ABN.
It's one of those things
where Airborne.
There you go. It's one of those episodes that was basically like literally everything that you expected to happen happened. There was really nothing changed. There was just some fight scenes, and there was what a shocker there. Exactly what we'd predicting since the beginning. Now all of a sudden Sabine's got force powers. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay, whatever. And now we've got, of course, Thrawn's back in the main universe.
All it ultimately does is prove that the force is meaningless. Anybody can
made it meaningless.
Yeah, like at least I know a lot of people are mad about Broom Kid from TLJ, but at least that kind of makes sense when you think about it, that there's a random kid out there that just has the ability to use the force. Just kind of makes sense there. Random kid, doesn't really matter. When it comes to this, it just outright fully established that it's meaningless and anybody can fucking do it. No, you don't have to have any sort of special ability. You don't have to have high midichlorians if you believe in that. You don't have to have a single special thing about you. You just have to think about it, and now you can do it.
You got to believe in yourself, Dermy. That's the key. You got to believe in yourself. You just got to believe. If you believe and you just believe, you can do it. You can do it. Flap your wings.
Yeah,
clap. You'll fly.
But only females can do it, though.
Yeah,
you're right.
Can do it.
Oh, and by the way, that was a historic move in the last episode. For the first time in Disney Star Wars, a lightsaber killed a woman. Holy shit!
But it was by another woman's hands.
But it was by another woman. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Fucking the fucking
well,
the new Night Sister.
Wait, no. We
or
don't
fuck
know
she was
that she's
called.
dead. We don't know that she's dead.
No, the Night
Simply
Sister said she was dead.
Yeah,
The
they
Night Sister
censored
said
she
Yeah,
was
they
dead.
say, listen, they say people are dead all the fucking time in Star Wars. Doesn't mean they're actually dead.
I'm pretty sure
like
if a Night
stormtroopers.
Sister senses it, then they're...
Yeah, the
It's
Night-
Disney Star Wars, so you're
I-
right.
I
No,
get
they
what
don't.
you're
She'll
sa-
come
I
back.
get what
No,
you're
you're right.
saying.
She'll come back. She'll come
But
back. Yeah.
you just have to go back to I think it was Boba Fett, where the dude gets shot in the fucking stomach. They say he's dead, and at the end they're bringing him back to life.
Well,
I'm so glad I
get it.
didn't watch
it's,
that.
It's still very fucking different from like the
And-
Night Sister sensing her death. But again, I'm trying to argue logic with Disney Star Wars where there is no logic. So you're absolutely right, Jeremy. I will give you that.
And I kind of agree with Alec Baldwin's finger. Like I asked us to watch it for Ballbusters, but I regret doing that honestly. After a while, because it felt like a chore. Like when it comes to Robyn Hood, and we'll talk about that I'm actually excited to watch that. I'm excited to see what craziness they do next. When it came to Ahsoka, it ended up feeling like I still have to download this. I still have to watch this. I still have to interact with this. I have to watch anything about this. And it got to a point where I'm just editing while it's playing. I'm not sitting there enjoying myself and looking forward to talking because there's nothing that we're going to talk about. There's nothing there. It's
Real
just
quick,
dead.
hail to Jess 1791 on Rumble says, "Hail, chat!
that's
hail
just
to you, Jess." Huh?
Hail,
Oh, that's
Jess.
you. Get the
Oh.
fuck
Yeah,
out.
I can't get my thingy to change. I got it because I signed up to Rumble a long ass time before any of you motherfuckers even knew what a Rumble was. Okay, so
You called yourself Jess. That's a girl's name. Ah, you're
Hey,
a girl.
dumbass. My name's Jesse.
I
Fuckhead.
know, but Jessies don't call himself Jess. Jessica's call themselves Jess. Ah.
Are you a
No.
How many fucking Jessies
No,
have you
I'm
met
pushing
in your
back.
fucking life? I'm no.
I-
I
I'm-
had
I'm siding with
my childhood
Yes.
best friend was named Jesse. All right, he never went by
Okay,
Jess.
I've known like 7, and a couple of them, and guys like my grandfather's age went by Jess. So
I'm siding with Common Nerd here. One of the guys I graduated with, and he's still base as fuck. Somehow he's a Zoomer, but he has the soul of an old farmer. He'll go by Jess. So
Am I not allowed to just bust balls and not be serious? You guys gonna have to
we
really
tried-
fucking get
No.
serious and defend
You see,
everything.
don't
here.
understand. This is what happens when
Yeah.
Iron Caster is not here, so we can all dogpile on Dermy. Instead, Adam, you become the punching bag, so we bust your ass over
No, that's not
absolutely
how it
everything
works.
you fucking
No,
say.
this is how it works.
That's
This is
not
how it
how it
works.
works. That's not how it works. Hey guys.
Hey, how you doing?
He just add himself back. I don't know why you thought that was gonna work.
I'm aware.
Me,
Same
I
thing,
can't.
same thing
That's
like
the
when I
best
kick you
part.
when I kick you out of your own show. I'm very well aware you can come back.
Yeah, it's not
but I'll
big
just
deal.
keep on
That's the
doing it
best
anyways.
That's the best part.
What's worse is on my own show, I have 3 people now to do that.
I can do it to you.
And freaking gal does it. She has a way of doing it and just timing it when, like, I blink or something and I'm talking, my eyes are closed. And the next thing I know, I open up my eyes and it's like, I'm fucking in the back room. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah.
At least Devil
No,
doesn't
but,
abuse his powers, but he's not going to be there anymore.
You know, I'm sitting here thinking about how I can make better Star Wars out of my
Asshole.
Star Wars tabletop game than
Oh yeah.
Lucasfilm
doubt.
can.
No fucking doubt.
Yeah.
The show,
hands down,
everything Star Wars is. There's nothing good. There is nothing good from anything that is Star Wars now. Absolutely nothing.
And
It's really sad. too.
I've seen the people defending like modern Star Wars, modern Ahsoka, and everything like this, and there really is no defense to it at all. Like, even you go to somebody who's legitimately trying, and I do suggest watching the side scrollers, Ahsoka and retrospect stream. Somebody's on there who I'm not going to name names. He did a very poor defense, saying that, well, at the parks this stuff sells, so that's why they're doing it in the show. But if your argument is based around at the epicenter of Disney, that things are selling to Disney adults, that's why they're doing something, that doesn't really make sense logically, because nationwide or worldwide it's not selling. So
No.
why is that even a good argument?
I don't even think
Well,
it's selling at the parks, to be honest, because the Disney right now, the parks are not making money. I don't think it's making that much money. The only people who are buying this shit is the Disney fans, and they don't buy shit. They sit there and they'll clap every time you do something like Ahsoka.
Well, they'll sit there.
Ultimately, they're not going to spend $700 on Ahsoka toys.
They're sitting there
wait till they get 'em
clapping
for
like
free.
seals because there's diversity, inclusion, equity. Yay!
Yeah.
That's all I'm clapping for.
From what I've always heard from Drunk 3PO, and he lives down in the Orlando area, so he goes to the theme parks quite often, and everything I've heard from him indicates that people are still more interested in the original trilogy characters and whatnot than they are this.
Of course they are.
Shit.
And they refuse to show them. They're
Well,
not
why-
at Galaxy's Edge or whatever it's called. They because they're all their plan is essentially they're just acting like the original Star Wars stuff never happened. They don't show it. They don't talk about it no more because it doesn't exist. Their world exists. Their Star Wars exists.
I'll fully admit
That's why I hide it, because it's all trash and it's all goofy, stupid bullshit. It's
who's that lady on that thumbnail?
Who's that lady?
Are you
Dermy,
trying to make a joke?
Loki?
That's not Gal.
He's trying to throw shade.
Loki?
Dermy's
Are you
trying to throw
talking about
shade
Loki?
at Sheila. Dermy's trying
No,
to
I'm trying to throw shade
he's
at
a
Adam because
douchebag.
it's like what the
Someone
hell?
on
Why
the
isn't
right?
Gal on the trailer? Why
That's
isn't Gal on the
Loki.
thumbnail yet? Why isn't Gal on the thumbnail yet?
Oh, on thumb, dude. I don't even remember where that original file is, dude. I'm gonna have to make an entire new thumbnail. I still have to add Jesse on there too. I have no idea what the hell happened to the fucking editable file for that. So editable.
I will
Yeah, I'm
have
gonna
your
get around to it.
videos by your little shoot me shot clips or whatever by next week. If you want me to make you a thumbnail thing, I can.
Oh, dude, fuck yeah!
Like
if you want to do that, fuck yeah, man.
A
Hell yeah.
template or something.
Weird
Dude.
move. Thought there were no boys and girls anymore.
Don't worry about it. That thing. That's an unusual. That's an unusual.
It's YouTube user, so
Hi,
Yeah, but there's
YouTube
no actual
user.
name. There's no actual name in the chat.
I know who this is.
Ah,
I know who this is. Weird
Oh.
move. Thought there were no boys and girls anymore. There's not. There's not men and women either. Nobody knows how to define it. Thank you for the
Do you guys
comment,
wanna see a beautiful
YouTube
woman?
user.
is that what you want to see? You want me to show you a beautiful woman?
Please
Can you
don't
even
take your shirt
identify?
off.
We don't
Yeah,
want to
nobody-
hear it from you.
Don't start
No.
identifying.
No, I'll show you guys a beautiful woman.
No, God,
I will
please,
show you guys
no,
a beautiful
no,
woman.
No,
All I hear is yes. All I hear is yes. Yes, you want to see a beautiful woman.
Down boy.
You want to see a beautiful woman. Devil knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, for the love of
No,
God,
thank
just
you,
pull it
Dermy
up
Classes.
already.
I'm hunting it down.
Oh my
dudes-
god.
I have it bookmarked. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
Dudes
my
with
God,
boobs don't
Dermy.
count, Dermy.
That's what
I have a beautiful
What did he
woman for
share?
you. I have a beautiful woman with you.
Everyone here is fucking cringing at what they're about to see.
Shock's seen it and Devil's seen it. From Andy, no. Quote,
Oh God!
if you put me next to any other woman, you wouldn't tell the difference.
that was
I'm not making you
Wow.
guys
That
sit
was
through
enough
because
of
that
that.
is not
That was
YouTube
enough of
friendly.
that.
How did I
No.
know it was going to be a tranny? That
Yeah.
we
No, that
all
sounds-
knew.
everything we knew about Dermy.
all fucking knew. We
I
I
everyone
wouldn't even
here
jerk off
knew
to
it.
that. I would not jerk off to that, and I jerk off to creepy shit. I would not jerk
What
off
the
to that.
fuck? Okay,
Cloud wouldn't jerk
TMI,
off to it.
TMI.
Oh, for the love of God, he's not coming back
Thank
now.
No.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. So, yeah, there you go. Exactly. No better than an ugly dude. Oh, fuck. Darn it.
I knew I was gonna come back. You said I wasn't, but I knew I was.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're gonna challenge me now, bitch? All right, you just fucking stay in timeout.
Bad Dermy. No cooking.
Bad Dermy. Yeah, I found a better clip for that.
wait, we got a remix now?
We got a remix now.
Wow.
We'll let him
I like
back
that
in.
that.
version. I like that version. agree. I wish it didn't stop at go suck a. It should just keep going.
Well,
You need to find a way to put that on a loop. 'Cause
But
I love
mean,
that.
well, it is on a loop. You can hear it. Listen.
I love it. I love it. Oh shit! Trina's in the chat. God damn it!
What? I want to get to the super
She-
chat. What are we looking at?
Yeah,
Whoa.
no, he was just sad. He was just upset that Tina was in the chat because now she knows.
Oh, because your internet mom is in the chat. Damn.
Yeah.
Bad, Dermy. Bad. Take your ass beating.
I'll accept that one. I will accept that one.
That's a bad Dermy. All right, let's go ahead and highlight this. Thank you very much, Venom Blade, for $20. This did come immediately after the last 20, so he's saying, think they need a double. Thank you very much. I was going to download another shot video, but I got this one. Everybody, thank you.
Maybe we should make new shot videos.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Devil, weren't you just saying you're going to do some more shots video? Devil,
He's probably somewhere else.
he's jacking it.
No, I'm trying to do work at the same time. They'll be here next week. I just been busy with the Beelzebub stuff, trying to get
Yeah,
the
that's cool.
opener and everything done.
You're good.
Yeah. No, dude, I appreciate the hell out of everything you do, man. You are an awesome and amazing contributor to this channel, and I love you for it. That's
Aw.
right. I said it. I love the devil. I'm going to hell.
Yeah, you are.
All right.
Oh,
well,
Don't worry.
Since we're like in
The friends
the,
here.
since we're like in between topics, I gotta head out for a bit.
Fucking
And,
fag.
hey, well, you know, I do other things on Saturday nights as well, but hopefully you guys will still be on when I'm done doing that, and I'll come back.
All right, we'll go make that
Thank
20
you
bucks,
very
man.
much.
We'll see you in a little bit.
Take care.
Navy vet, Shellback.
Gay!
We know what he's going to do.
All right. Let's I still want to see if we do have some other people who want to pop in. So I know this the fucking oh my god, look, perfect fucking timing. Look who's here, everybody.
Would you
Long
let me
time no
produce
see.
Hey,
What's up,
hello,
Mark?
everybody.
What's up,
No.
Mark?
Puppy.
Oh, you have a
man.
doggy. I have a kitty.
Yeah.
Puppy.
Yeah,
No one
Rocky.
cares about your fucking pussy, Dermy.
He's being a puppy.
My pussy's
Neither
over
does
here
Dermy.
passed out.
Yeah, there's Derby.
Oh, I have a kitty cat. He's passed out right now. Catnip. Should have thought of it sooner.
That'll do it.
Isn't
Oh,
it the
God,
opposite
he's-
what catnip does? Doesn't catnip get them wired?
No.
Makes
Well,
them all
it
like
gets them
want to rub
stoned.
on shit, and yeah, it's like being stoned.
Yeah.
It stones the hell out of them, and it
It's
works.
cat
I
cane.
should have thought about. He's a tyrant.
Cocaine, like cocaine, but for cats.
That's what I thought it
like
was. Yeah.
cannabis. No, it's like cannabis for cats.
It's
Oh.
basically pot.
Cannabis.
Cats.
Cannabis.
Yes,
Cannabis.
cannabis.
There you go. Cannabis.
How you doing, Mark? Haven't seen you in a while.
Man, not too bad.
Yeah.
Hanging out with puppies, playing
Yeah.
video games.
How's the ghost leg?
Yeah, you know, it's fine. Still dead.
Yeah.
Waiting for
Good.
me in hell.
Good to hear, buddy. For those of you who don't know, it's been a while since he's been on. Our friend here is a not even veteran. You're going to be getting out at some point, right? But you're still in.
Yeah,
The
I have
Canadian
my
Army?
release in, but my probably still got at least a year left in the military, if not a year and a half, maybe two. I don't know. Paperwork.
I made the crazy mistake of actually talking to a National Guard recruiter. I don't know why. I felt the itch, like I want to put the fucking uniform on, and our friend here, new addition to the show, First Sergeant, not gonna say his real name. He's been on a couple of times, smartened me up, and we're like, yeah, no, you're right. Why the fuck do I want to do that? Nope, this is not something I want to do. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. Nope, bad
I'm sitting here,
idea.
I'm almost about to start like doing the recruitment pitch for it. I was like, I mean, well, if you got like a weekend free every now and then, it's not a bad way to make a little extra money, I guess.
Oh, you want me to go up there to the Canadian North and join though?
No. Well, because National Guard is pretty much equivalent to our Army Reserve, I'm imagining, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we do have
1 week in a
reserve
month.
and we do have reserve and guard. It's just, I won't go into the details.
But
of what
the
it is.
time commitment is similar, right?
It
It's
is.
not
Yes.
like it's
Week-
a
week in a
part-time
month, 2
soldier
weeks a
thing.
year.
But yeah, like especially if you've already got a military career behind you, though, you can usually get a pretty sweet deal with the reserves, like going into instruct or do things like that if you've got experience. And a lot of people retire from the reg force and then just sign up for reserves and get a desk job, and they're getting their pension and they're still kind of in the military. They're racking up more years of service, but like it's technically a different job at the same time. So I
Quick
think stuff
question.
like that goes down. But
Potentially dumb question. If you did join the military, could you still do your YouTube channel and talk politics?
That would be a
probably
big
not.
issue.
I mean, I don't
Yeah.
talk politics for pretty much that reason. Not alone. I mean, I also like I'm kind of big on the whole. Hey, I think video games are something we don't need to constantly make politically polarizing at all times. So I like having a channel where I don't really talk about politics. I just talk about video games. At the same time, I do have to pump the brakes every now and then if the topics start veering in closer to political stuff or like even if it's gaming related, but brushing up more close to political hot button issues. I sometimes got to be like, oh man, like this is starting to get to the point that I got to make a public stance that if someone wants to ruin my military career, they could be like, he went on this white supremacist stream and said that Metroid Hunters on DS sucked. He's sexist. And I'd be like, well, I mean, that's simplifying.
Well, I mean,
it.
you're racist because you're here, obviously.
I was about to say, Mark, you do realize just like who your wife works for, like that's basically already.
You mean my wife, who is a mixed race, a woman of a different race than I am in my mixed race relationship?
No, Asians are
that
white.
doesn't
Asians are
count.
white.
It
No,
doesn't
no, come on.
count.
In Canada, you get away with anything if you're a minority up there, right? Come on.
First
you
of
are,
all,
you are
I'm
protected.
Italian, so we're like this
Oh,
close
you're-
to being Middle Eastern. First of all, so, I mean, even calling me white is
Well,
going
you
a
sure as
little
hell have the
far.
look, dude. You sure as hell have the look. You just put a
I mean,
towel
yeah,
on
I
your head, and
know.
I believe it.
I mean, I'm Irish. I'm the N-word of
It's
Europe.
that.
So.
Hey, soldier, it's not a towel. It's a little sheet. They're sheet heads, not towel heads.
I'm just saying, we'll have very
Oh,
exotic
okay.
looking children should we breed.
I hope you guys fucking do.
Yeah,
You
they're
better
gonna be
have, like-
dogs.
You better have a whole
Wait,
bunch
what?
of fucking million. You better have a whole bunch of fucking babies.
I mean,
gonna-
I don't know.
they're gonna
We're
be-
not-
We need more smart people in this world.
I mean,
I mean, hopefully they take after Mark.
Well, I don't know, man. My brain's a gift and a curse.
I feel that. It's hard to say.
Anyways, Mark here is still currently Canadian Army, fucking hanging in there.
Mm-hmm.
Has one fucking leg.
Yeah,
That's why he's a cyborg.
indeed. You're right.
Have you been keeping up there, Mark, with what's our topic here?
Robyn Hood.
Yeah. What do you know
I
much
saw the
about
whole thing
Robyn
with
Hood?
apparently him wanting to go on Az's channel, but I have not seen Robyn Hood, and I don't really know anything about this guy.
Have you seen the video where he reacted to a bunch of us, quote unquote, racists about his show?
No. Although,
All right.
wait, I did see. Oh, I just realized before we jump into this, you guys were saying that there is no good Disney Star Wars. I'm a firm believer in Andor good. Watch Andor, everybody.
Okay,
Andor is actually really solid.
I will say this. I didn't hate Andor. I will agree with much of the other sentiment that is, it's boring. It's not great.
Did you
but
watch all of it?
I watched all of it. Yeah, I didn't think it was bad as people were saying, but at the same time, it was.
I don't know, man. I didn't find anything boring about that prison arc at all. I thought that was crazy good. I think that's like original trilogy tier good. I think it's better than the prequels. Like, and that's crazy because I watched the
That's a
first
bit
3
of a hot
episodes and
take.
thought, man, I know, but at the same time, like, you know, the prequel.
problem with Andor is that it's not Star Wars. It's decent sci-fi, but it doesn't feel like Star Wars. That's the biggest problem.
No.
we have there.
It feels like Star Wars written by a guy who writes good. That's the difference. It's Star Wars, but it doesn't totally suck. And that's sort of what we've been dealing with everything outside of Andor and debatably Rogue One. But honestly, I think Andor's got way better writing than Rogue One. And I think people should watch it because I think Andy Serkis's performance in the prison arc alone is worth watching the show for. And I think if you get to his speech during the end of the prison arc, I guess I won't say exactly what happens, and you aren't on board, I question if you're honestly watching it or if you're just saying, well, it's Disney Star Wars, so fuck it.
No, I mean, trust me,
it's easy to do that, but I think you have to give them the win when they do well.
You're right. I mean, it is very easy to dismiss anything that comes out of Disney now. But I have given credit where credit is due. I had people jumping down my throat when I said that I didn't hate the first episode of Ahsoka. After that, I thought it got really fucking bad.
I got called a key jangling.
I think
when
that's
I said I like the
take.
Hayden Christensen part.
But okay, you see, you're jumping down my throat too. I'm not saying it was good. I'm saying I didn't hate it away.
I've watched all of Rebels, so I knew who Sabine was and everything. Right. And I thought they ruined her in a single scene because they had her recklessly riding a motorcycle while people who clearly she knows and her coworkers are just like, hey, Sabine, you got to come to the ceremony. And she's like, well, I'm not listening to your rules. And she's like, well, yeah, but we kind of have orders and, we know you. So could you maybe not be this much of a dick to us right now? And she's like, well, fuck you. And then the girl lands in front of her. She's like, okay, Sabine, stop. She endangers that girl's life.
Yeah.
To disobey an order, and that girl was just like, I got told to bring Sabine to the ceremony where we're trying to give her an award or some shit, and I'm not only going to not comply, I'm going to endanger this person's life.
It was dumb. Yeah. That was very dumb. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, none of that shit happens in Andor. There's no writing that is that unbelievably stupid. It's just I'm telling you, it's a well-written show. Tony Gilroy did something interesting with Star Wars, which is more than I can say about Dave Filoni.
And Andor is meant to be a spy thriller, which is not going to be heavy in the action, which is why a lot of people criticize it for being a bit dry and a bit boring. But a spy thriller is not heavy action, so yeah.
No, the payoffs are there if you give it a shot and get to the end, man.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I did. I watched it, and that's why I'm like one of the few people who agree with you. It's a decent show, at least. You're saying it's a great show. I can't agree with you on that, but I'm saying it's a decent show. Yeah, I didn't hate it like anyone else, like everyone else did. Everyone else fucking hated that show. Sitting here going,
I'm telling you, it made me. It honestly, the only thing I could think when I got to the end of that show is like, wow, the biggest problem we've been having with Star Wars for a while is the need to put Jedi into everything. Because Andor was the first time it was like, hey, remember Order 66? We're going to pretend that worked. We're going to pretend there isn't a Jedi coming to save you. That is not, oh yeah, except for this one other Jedi that also survived Order 66. Oh no, but he's just a Padawan. But he's super strong in the Force. But because that's happening constantly in Star Wars. There's always just new Jedi popping up that were miraculously spared in the purge of all the Jedi, where the only survivors were Obi-Wan and Yoda. Right? Because that's what the rules were supposed to be as far as, hey, where does Star Wars start? Or A New Hope, whatever you want to call it. I call it Star Wars, but episode 4 begins and there are no Jedi except for just those two. Yoda we don't even see, and Obi-Wan's an old man, and Luke is, hey, the only hope. But Andor is the only Star Wars media since then that has pretended that was an actual thing that happened and worked.
Yeah.
Because, it's just, hey, no, you're a person, you're getting by in this world. Oh, well, now you've got some trouble with the law. Next thing you know, you're on the Empire's radar. Okay, so how does a person who wants nothing but to just blend into the world and become a normal person that has no worries, is just sipping pina coladas on the beach, and finds out that he can't because a tyrannical government that wants to actually real oppression, because it's a literal evil empire in Star Wars, right? We're operating under the fact that that's still a thing, that the Empire is bad, and it's him realizing that he can't ignore it because freedom's worth fighting for. Even if you like, you could comply and be happy, it's still not living. And I think Andor, it's the only Star Wars story that's really just gone in on that and been like, hey, what if we told a story about people who have character arcs?
Yeah, and said no. I mean, also it was just something as opposed to women, because the Force is female. Which, by the way, if Tiff was here, I would let her know. I've passed on information. We will have. I don't want to spoil it. We have a T-shirt coming out that is related to that. I will say coming up soon. So stay tuned for that. But also, let's talk about women in empowerment in Robyn with a Y. Hood, as in the hood. Yeah. Tell us about this, Jesse, Dermy, because I haven't watched this show. Let's get a little background.
I sent you the
on this.
links.
So I actually started covering this like 6-8 months ago, probably, when this was first initially announced, because we kind of knew what this was going to be right from the very beginning. And then the casting got announced about 4 months ago, and the casting pretty much confirmed everything that we knew. So this director, who, let me remember his name, because is Julian. He goes by Director X, but his name is actually Julian. So Julian,
in his defense, Director X is pretty easy to remember. Like
I will give him that.
it's also
I don't
pretty
know
much
much
a
about the
mockery.
guy, and I do remember that. So now, like,
I think he's
but it
he's trying
worked.
to he's trying to compare himself to Malcolm X, though, is what I think.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I
it's
know.
it's a mockery of Malcolm X, and it's a mockery of like people like Muhammad Ali and a lot of people like that. He's just using it because he thinks it makes him sound hard.
I'm not saying it's an honorable thing for him to have done. I still think it's stupid. You should just use your actual name. But it has made it a lot easier than if his name was like, Jeremy Smith or something like that. I don't know that I would remember that from the little I've been paying attention to this story. Whereas the Director X thing, I was like, wait, that's his name? It makes you think about it for a second longer. So I hate admitting it, but it did kind of work. At least on me.
It is a whole lot easier to know who he is when you say Director X.
So Julian here has a background in.
Hold on a second. I'm trying to look at the conversation here. I'm not sure. Is somebody upset that we're not highlighting chat or something? I'm looking at some.
No,
things on
Gizno's.
here.
I believe it's pronounced Julian.
What's the conversation I was missing here?
I think Gizno's just
not pronounced Julian.
No, we know. I think Gizno's just heading out. That's all.
Okay. I apologize if there is any issue, like you guys aren't getting acknowledged. I apologize, but I mean, love you guys. So hope we're good.
Groovy squirrel?
All right, please go ahead.
So Julian's background is essentially this guy directed some music videos out there in Hollywood. Like he's done like some music videos for like Black Eyed Peas and all this other kind of stuff. So Julian comes up with this
Baby, Drake, stuff like that.
Yeah, bunch of shit I don't give a crap about. Julian here comes up with this
Toronto.
crazy, Toronto, this crazy original
Drake's
idea.
Toronto as well.
So
that
Julian
makes sense.
So Julian comes up with this genius original idea that he is going to race swap the story of Robyn Hood. Not only the fact that this has been done before, but now all of a sudden he's going to put them in the projects, right? He's going to make this in the ghetto. And of course, we all kind of knew what this story was going to end up being, although obviously there is always the potential for something like this to actually be original and good, i.e., I don't know, what was the Wiz? Is a great example of something that was done well, that was a kind of a race swap thing. There's another one with what's her face? There was a Brandy back in the 90s. They did a race swap Cinderella that was done really, really well, right? So
Romeo Must Die, man. Jet Li and Aaliyah.
Oh, I've heard of that one.
Yeah, see, there you go. So there is a lot of good examples of them actually being able to pull this off properly, right? But we know in the modern era, that's not what they do, right? We know what this is going to be about from the beginning. So, of course, when the casting was announced, that basically was the nail in the coffin. It got confirmed it. Because guess what? The only 2 white people in the entire cast, big shocker there, they're the villains. So we all called this out, right? We all called this out. There was a bunch of people. I made a bunch of videos about this. Ryan made a bunch of videos about this. Mr. H Reviews made a bunch of videos about this. Hypnotic, we've all talked about this, right? Well, as this show came out and as it premiered, its IMDb score was absolutely in the toilet beyond all belief. It started out at like a 1.6. Well, this got Julian, aka Director X, kind of upset. So upset that he decided to make an Instagram video about it. And this is the Instagram video here that I believe Adam wanted us to highlight because this is very entertaining. And this is where we see where a lot of the people that he is very upset about and the people that he specifically calls out, which has kind of stirred this whole controversy up in our little corner of the internet. So does anybody want to give any more thoughts before I proceed with the video? Or Adam, how do you want to handle this?
Good, Dermy looks like he's going to blow up. Go ahead.
Not blow up. I'm perfectly fine. I just like the fact that, he watches some of our content. That I appreciate that, He is also retarded, but I appreciate that.
It sounds like Mark's dog either hates us too or just doesn't like black people.
She's a very temperamental puppy. Now, to me, him making an Instagram video, to me, it's all just PR spin stuff. It's his show is tanking, and he's like, "What can I do to make this look like a win for me?" And I've been attacked. It's like, it's the quartering me. My channel is under attack thing. It's just the Hollywood Instagram version of it. Jojo, it's okay.
I think Jojo's racist. I want to say hi to our
Kevin Costner's Robin Hood will always still exist. That's her favorite.
This is true. I want to say hello real quick to our
the Sheriff of Nottingham,
our friend from down under. Bring back common sense. Our amazing Aussie friend. Welcome. And Tim Hayes. Hello. Yes, we have Aussie friends. All right, let's go ahead and watch this. Dumpster fire.
This shit is fucking great. So everybody keep an eye on all. This is peak.
Might be some
cringe.
Names.
This is peak cringe meltdown of a Hollywood director who can't handle legitimate criticism right here, boys and girls. So, and the best part about this is, and we'll get to that here in a little bit, but the best part about this is the score has gotten worse since he has done this.
My show Robyn Hood is getting rating bombed. 1.6 out of 10. Now, you probably, why would someone do that? It's just some TV show. Well, being that Robyn is actually a black woman this time, the angry nerd community is very upset.
It's just some TV show. It's just some TV show. Yeah, you're not fucking aware at all of the fact that we're sick and tired of your fucking woke bullshit trying to race swap or anything else. It's just some TV show. Okay.
But it goes to, he's the one that brought up the defense right off the bat that it's a black woman. So that's why they're just racist and sexist. They're just racist and sexist because they're mad at a show about a black woman. Not the fact that the show's just garbage.
The only problem is ever the show not being good. The show being bad is the only problem ever. It's not whether or not it's woke. It can be woke and still pretty good.
Absolutely. Mark is bad, it
will be bad.
House of the Dragon.
I mean, this is true, but I mean, the point. Okay, well, House of the Dragon is not woke.
Well, no, what I'm trying
you can easily argue that it is if you wanted to.
What I was trying to get at is before the show came out, you had the Valerians were announced to be black instead of what they actually were in the books, which was.
I don't want to go into that. I don't want to go into. No. We're not going, Dermy. We're not going. We're not talking about that shit. No. Let's go. Let's continue.
Yeah, let's stay on topic for once.
Please.
In fact, from the moment it was announced, these guys lost their minds. The moment.
Ryan.
So this is a month ago.
Ryan.
So this is just when we said we're releasing it. What the fuck is this?
Ryan's been on the show, by the way. Yes.
Woke
it was on the show a couple weeks ago.
We tried to get him on today.
Looks different.
Mr. H reviews.
I mean,
that's Ryan and Mr. H reviews right there. So yeah, these are people we all know, right? Like these are channels, even if we don't watch on the regular, we all know who these people are.
Well, I mean, yeah, like I know Ryan pretty well, and like Ryan goes after woke media stuff more than I ever do. What's a lie in his headline? Like, I mean, it is raised and gender swapped Robyn Hood. You'd be like, you know that, right? You made the show. I mean, this isn't news, correct? So Ryan thinks it looks cringe and like a woke disaster. You know who Ryan is. You know the kind of things he makes, the kind of videos he makes. He does use the term woke a lot. So
and he gets called racist like a lot, and he leans into the joke. He's not really racist, but yeah.
What I mean, he's like, can you imagine like these people jumped all over this? It's like, that's entirely the type of title for a Ryan Kinnell video after the show you just made. What do you mean? What did you think it would be? What did you think the Ryan Kinnell video about your show would be titled?
But the problem with this man is that he's white. That's it.
Well, this is the other thing too. This is the other thing too. Is this guy didn't know we even existed until he created this show, and then he started Googling people talking about his show, and then he found us.
That's right. Let's go.
This will fail.
It will.
Robyn Hood gets black.
And I was right. This has failed because.
Oh, wait, that's right. Yeah, wait. We forgot to point out who's that in the back. That's the common nerd. That is Jesse. Shit, I forgot that goes on forever. That is Jesse right there.
Now,
Congratulations.
I'm living rent free in Homeboy's head. Go ahead.
Common Nerd, you're here. Where in your headline or your thumbnail does it say this will fail because it's black people?
Right?
Like, I don't see that there. It's just, hey, this looks like shit.
It's just criticism by a white
bad
man.
TV show that's coming out. I like Robyn Hood. This is an adaptation of Robyn Hood that looks bad, and I want to make fun of it. Yeah, man. YouTube. Hello.
Yep. Yeah.
This happens.
If you're of any minority, you can't possibly receive any criticism. None.
Any single one of us, like, I mean, this stream right now could easily be taken by any other content creator and clipped, and then a video be made saying, like I don't know, like army dudes make fun of Robyn Hood director, and have some clickbait words in the title, make a thumbnail, and upload it, and like I'm be like, okay, like
won't care
if you throw something out of context, and at least link to the full stream so you can see what I said, because
But
I don't know.
yeah, exactly. Your point is exactly. It's the internet. You're going to get criticized by somebody. You're going to get criticized by like half the fucking country. It's going to happen.
And you're not even making something on the internet, man. You're on terrestrial ass TV. Like boomers are watching your stuff more so than more so than most of the people on the internet. With, funny enough, the exception of the people who want to watch it and make fun of it because it looks really bad and like easy content.
Oh yeah.
So, like, I don't know, man. It's like, I get why he's doing this. That's what I said. Like, that's kind of why I prefaced the whole thing. It's like, yeah, all of this is it's just PR spin. He's just like, how can I turn this 1.6 into my next job? You know? Right. So, like, I mean, to an extent, I get it. And yeah, it's kind of his only move at this point. Unless he just says, hey, I'm really sorry our first season was so bad. I'm going to listen to you guys about what you think I can do to make it better. I don't know. I've not seen the show. For all I know, it's great. I'll allow for that possibility. I've not seen it. Hey, I like Andor. I've been defending a Disney Star Wars thing here. Okay,
I know you like Andor.
Take everything Mark says with a pinch of salt. Just
there you go. So I'm saying that, like, if I sat through an episode of this show and it was brilliantly written, I'd be like, guys, I'm sorry, the Black Girl Robyn Hood show is really damn good, and Mark, I would do my best to defend that position.
Do you want the first 2 episodes?
Huh?
Do you want the first 2 episodes?
No, I have no interest in watching the show at all. I'm saying if I did, I watched it and thought it was brilliant, I would be more than happy to admit that, but I just don't have any interest in the show. It's just like
we're always willing to admit it.
I forgot I was going to point out something earlier because I'm attacking things for being woke. The issue is not that it is woke, although I don't like that. It's a political agenda being enforced into things where we're supposed to have escapism. But my point is that when things tend to be woke in pop culture nowadays, that tends to be the focus rather than the entertainment and the story itself. So that's why when I see things that have this woke agenda, if it's in the fucking trailer especially, I'm going to assume it's probably going to be garbage because 99% of the time in our modern pop culture, the woke shit sucks because they're focusing more on their agenda than the actual quality of the product.
Have you ever seen Arcane?
Yes.
No.
Arcane's fantastic.
Exactly. And Arcane's always the example I go to because it's so easy to defend. And it's what makes it a very good example. So I'll lead with this. the primary protagonist, the lead protagonist of Arcane, is a side-shaved haircut, bright red to pink-haired lesbian
I've watched that
who
show.
fights with her fists primarily. She's a boxer, and she absolutely fucks up a bunch of dudes who are bigger than her over the course of the show.
So she's got like a little sister running around with her, right?
Jinx,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. We'll not go into too much of the other stuff, but I'm saying that like that on the face of it, pink-haired side-shaved lesbian with muscles who boxes is the lead character of the show. You could easily make the argument, okay, so that show is woke. And I'd be like, well, yeah, maybe. But the thing is, her story is actually pretty good. Her skill with boxing is explained frequently because of not only the thing she does as a hobby, which is she has this basically like arcade machine that she boxes with, this little basically training dummy robot, but also her adopted father is an incredibly talented boxer who's been teaching her since she was a kid. So they explain that in a way, and then they craft a really good story around her. But not only her, a bunch of other different characters that have their own sort of rich backstories. And I say the best way to watch it is in chunks of 3 episodes, because it kind of plays like a trilogy of movies. It's 9 episodes for the series. And if you watch them in chunks of 3, each set of 3 kind of plays out like a little movie. And yeah, Arcane, good. You could argue it's woke, but good. So I don't care if it's woke. It's written well. That's all I care about.
Again, and I agree with you. They can have their woke shit in there as long as it's a good story and a good plot. If it's a good product, I can tolerate the woke shit. But like I said, it's just 99% of the time the woke shit takes over, and that's all they care about in the product as opposed to making a good thing. So if Arcane's good, I could give it a chance if it has some woke stuff, but it's got to be a good product.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the big thing. It's like you got to understand that artists will always be putting something of themselves into their work. The difference between a good artist and a bad artist is how much of the hand you see in the plain text of it. So it's why when you see really poorly written shows that are woke, they tend to be the kind of things where it's just the characters come right out and start preaching to the audience, and it seems really heavy-handed and terrible. Where you could argue that True Detective season 1 is woke propaganda about nihilism, I'd be like, I don't care. That was brilliant. Okay, sure. It was awesome. It could be preaching to me whatever it wants. I'm just going to take a second and then think about it and make my own judgments about it. And if you said, oh, well, it was written by a guy who really believes in everything that you hate, I'd be like, okay, he made something that I liked, though.
Yeah,
I don't have to agree with them.
Look at our two sides. I'm just, while we're talking about, I'm just going to pull this out. We'll keep on playing, but I just want to pull it down while having this discussion. You look at like you hear our discussion, like what we're saying. I mean, I'm sure you get what I'm saying. That if it's a good product, I'll watch it, I'll tolerate it. You look at the opposite side and where these people, the woke tards, are sitting. Yes, I'm being insulting. I don't give a fuck. Those true extremists. You look at our product of something like The Sound of Freedom, which is an amazing film. It was very well done with a very small budget, but because it has not even a big element of Christianity. He says a Bible quote a couple of times at the very end, at least in the theatrical. I'm sure probably on the home release probably has the actor's statement at the end. But nonetheless, it's about a real life topic. It's a great movie on a small budget, but they despise it because it has just the slightest bit of right leaning as opposed to their extreme left, and they attack the shit out of it.
Yeah, that's bizarre to me too, because there used to be tons of movies that had a lot of blatant homages to Christianity, or like characters, not even homages to Christianity or allusions to, like, you know, symbolism that like this things like Superman being carried away in cruciform or whatever. Now, I'm not talking about stuff like that. I mean just Christian characters in movies or religious characters of any stripe. They just used to be around, and it wasn't a big deal. And I honestly think the weirdest thing about the Sound of Freedom controversy is just that I mean, why is this the thing that they're turning on? It's like, can we not all get on board with human trafficking of children bad?
Yeah.
Like, is that a tough one for everyone to be on the same team?
And that's my point. I mean, obviously we can get into the whole, if you want to call it conspiracy theory or anything else, it's because it's an agenda because they're protecting their overlords who are in fact into the child sex trafficking, which I do believe. I don't want to say that's a fact, but nonetheless, but that is that is the culture of these people on the extreme left, that if you don't agree with us, if you don't make your film to be a full-on agenda-driven, must be extremely diverse, must promote transsexuals and homosexuality and all this other shit, then I will attack it. You are not being anti-racist. You are not being... You fucking name the word. They want every fucking product to be focused on their fucking agenda.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I still think that like you could remove politics from the equation entirely, and I think ask most people in the world, hey, children getting kidnapped and then sold into sex slavery, good or bad? And most people that I think could be argued with an objectively good soul will very easily be able to say bad.
Of course.
You know, like it's not a tough one. It's not like, hey, wait, this is a real moral question I got to grapple with. It's like, no. You should be off book with that one, okay? You should know your answer right away.
Of course.
See, Mark, you're talking about the normal average person with common sense. You're not talking about our quote unquote elite class who are all about power and narcissism and all of that kind of stuff, who have got themselves in that position. Those kind of people definitely don't want anybody to talk about this kind of thing or try to stomp it out in any way, shape, or form. Hell, Biden shut down Trump's child trafficking sector that he'd established under his thing.
We had U.S. talking military. We had U.S. Southcom. U.S. Southcom, I think it is. They were gonna, because U.S. Southcom actually has part of their mission is to stop human trafficking in South America. They were gonna host a 2-day event of hosting of the Sound of Freedom for everyone on the base, and they had to cancel it because it was too controversial. Yup. This is our fucking military command whose operation is part to stop human trafficking, and they couldn't even show the fucking movie. That's Biden's fucking administration.
Adam, did you or did you not go through training every single year about human trafficking and what to look out for? Because I know we had to go through that every year. We went through a training class every year that was like, hey, if you're deployed, if you're in these kind of areas, these are the signs you look out for when you're at bars and stuff like that, for signs of people that have been human trafficked. And
no, the Army is more worried about stopping DUIs and sexual harassment. That's what the Army is more focused on.
We had plenty of those meetings on that shit too. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I can't say we've ever had a human traffic. Although, I mean, when I was in Italy, we had like a lot of stuff to watch out for, intelligence stuff, like getting fucking, honeypots and all this other fucking kidnapping and shit like that too. Yeah, there's a lot of fucking potential terrorist shit when you're over in Europe, so they fucking they do that shit.
Gets my blood boiling.
Oh, I know. Okay, actually, and I want to use another example because I like this conversation, but I want to transfer to use another example. Top Gun Maverick. Top Gun Maverick was another amazing movie, but the left still attacked it. And why? Because it didn't have any woke agenda, and some people actually said it was like too pro-America or some shit like that. But
there was plenty of diversity in the movie. Like,
there was
female pilots and stuff. She was like Latina, right?
She was like a Latina female. But here's the thing again, and this is where the difference is between what's woke and what isn't. There was a lot of diversity, but that doesn't make it woke. What makes it woke is when the diversity becomes an integral part of the plot. If like in Captain America, the fact that she's a woman, she's downtrodden because she's a woman, that makes it woke. If a black character can't get through the fucking movie and is having a hard time because of his race, that is woke. Because you have a diverse cast, class. I don't care if there's a black, if there's a gay person, a minority, or even a fucking trans. As long as it's not an important part of the fucking plot itself, then in my opinion, that's not woke, and I don't care.
Have you ever seen the movie Kiss Kiss Bang Bang?
I've heard of it.
So speaking of Top Gun Maverick, actually, Val Kilmer, one of his last, I think, major roles. It's a movie with Robert Downey Jr., directed by the dude who did Iron Man 3. Now, don't let that throw you off, because Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is actually a good movie. And Val Kilmer plays a character called Gay Perry, who's a private investigator and like a really elite one, but he's like super masculine though, and like really, really good at his job. And Robert Downey Jr. is this basically criminal. He's a criminal who accidentally, in the middle of a bank, or not bank robbery necessarily, but a robbery gone wrong, ends up taking cover inside an audition and then crying about his friend that he actually just lost, getting a part, and then becoming an actor, and then kind of getting involved in this detective mystery thing. It's a really fun movie, but yeah, that was one where they had an explicitly gay character to the point that everyone referred to him as Gay Perry, and he was not stereotypically gay. He was very subversively gay, and because Val Kilmer is like a really like slick, charming guy, he sold it really well. I'd strongly recommend that movie, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
I'll check it out. Yeah, I can't remember where I've heard of it or where I saw it, but I'll have to look that up. Venom Blade popping in with another $20, says, have another one on me. Thank you, buddy. Much appreciated. And since Mark's here, we got to show him some love with this.
I
Welcome
could
back,
have gone
Mark.
my whole life without seeing that. Oh man,
That's why I always
Happy
turn
to have you
away.
back, buddy.
I got to write that down. Talk to my shrink about it.
He's gonna put that in his journal. Dear diary,
Yeah.
Adam showed me the worst image I've ever seen tonight. It was Dermy with these giant big fat tits, and I can't get the image out of my mouth.
Nothing. I guess all I can say, nothing about it was okay.
Oh, I love it. Was there more to that clip?
Yeah, it goes on for
Jesse?
a little while longer. It's up to you if you want to keep playing.
I
if we
think
wanna
we're
keep
good.
playing or not.
I could just see Mark. I wish I lost my sight instead of my leg after seeing that.
No, seriously. I think I'd still probably pick leg. Sight. Oh man, I'd be giving up a lot with
Yeah,
losing
sight,
At least
sight.
you
That would
can
be
you
a
got
bad one.
you got the crawl technique down at least, so you can get around.
Dude, he's fast. He's fast.
Pretty quick.
Yeah, let's watch a little bit more of this so we can
Laughing,
pick
it's so
on it.
Funny. All right. Just when we started production, they were talking about it. 1 year ago, they were at us, right?
Yes,
Pop culture crisis. It's a crisis that we're doing Robyn Hood. What the right? When this person put this
Now
up
that's
a
the
month
name of
ago.
their
So this is just
show.
when we said it's coming out.
Pop culture
These
crisis.
videos are coming from either from the announcement or when it says it's coming out. Right? Like other languages. Look, another guy. Like
Wait, pause.
they're worldwide, these guys are going.
You got a problem because it's none of the language?
Apparently, sounds kind of racist. To me.
It's
That-
because
that's
it's
not-
only released in Canada. That's why he's upset.
I think it sounds pretty racist. Yeah, he's got a problem. He's got a problem. He's seen in what I'm going to assume is a German there. I'm surprised he's not getting upset that they spelled Robin wrong. He probably doesn't even know how it's spelled.
Going in.
Yes.
A black woman's going to be Robyn Hood. It's going to be horrible. How could black kids do Robyn Hood? Right? And these people tell you they're not racist. I've watched a lot of these guys. I subscribe to a few of these guys. They're adamant. They're not racist.
Subscribe.
I hope I got a sub.
Swear up and down, not racist. They say
I really do.
we're the
Wait for
ones
this
that make
thumbnail. Wait,
everything
wait,
about
wait,
race.
wait.
This guy's fucking French. This dude here put a black wizard with fried chicken and a gold necklace.
That's funny.
Can I just say, the quartering should have never denounced the Black Wizard with fried chicken. That's a funny thing.
Oh, is that
He
the
didn't
No, he
Quartering
laughed
did
at
that?
it. No, he said it with the quartering like Like his little edit had like a snickering
Well, I know,
and laughing.
I know
at
the
it.
quartering did that, but then he ended up putting out a tweet saying that he denounced it on behalf of Director X.
What a
No, he shouldn't have done
bitch.
that.
Jeremy's such a pansy sometimes. He just wants to. Jeremy's just trying to chase.
Are you sure he
subscribers,
wasn't
trying to get
being a
this kind of show?
Are you sure he wasn't shit posting? I denounced this on behalf of him. That seems more like he's
That
trolling.
sounds kind of shit posty. Yeah.
Yeah, that does sound
Yeah,
kind of shitposty, actually.
Let me try to find it real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, pull it up. We'll
But they're not racist. They're not racist. Watch this.
Oh, look who it is!
Jerry, I feel so honored to be on this list. I'm so glad I made it into this video. Like, he's putting me with legends.
Pause
okay?
it.
Fucking legends.
Pause it. That is great. For those of you in the chat who's not part of the FNT circle, at Nerdrotic, check it out on YouTube and at Twitter. Check him out. Gary Nerdrotic, he's coming up on 1 million fucking subs on YouTube. He is basically our center of gravity around here, and he did make it on here. Jesse, the commenter, made in the same video with Gary. That is fucking amazing to get blasted by Director X, and I am honored to know you, Jesse. To be connected with you.
I mean, the only question I have for him is like, dude, why do you think Gary or whoever made this the tweet? Why are they making that comparison? What about your show invites that comparison? Is it that there's black people on the show, or is it that you're portraying people who rob people as heroes?
Private citizens.
Yeah.
Because,
I mean, I can't.
John Prince is a private citizen within this. He's not part of the government. Now he's controlling the government, but he's not a part of the government.
He's pulling up a highlighted video of what is rampant in our Democrat-run cities here in the United States, of massive amounts of crime by the black culture. And of course, and I will say, I'm not saying all black people. However, there is a statistically massively larger amount of black crime, including black on black crime, but much more black crime, unfortunately. And I hate that for the black community. I wish things could get better. But he's highlighting an actual fact here. I'm sorry.
I brought that up in my videos.
Yeah, I do want to say hi to Steph. What's up, my nerdy home? What's up, girl?
Hi, Steph.
But this is one of the things that I brought up in my video when I was talking about this. Anybody that's grown up in like any area of the hood or like a low income area or like the ghetto or anything like that knows it's not the white folk or the people that look differently than you moving into your neighborhood that you got to be worried about and taking over. It's normally the fucking gangbanger down the street that you have to fucking worry about. It's not some guy living in some high-rise of fucking apartment trying to build a shopping mall across the street. It's the guy down the street that robbed your grandma and took her purse for all the money she had. You know, like this whole premise behind the show is fucking retarded.
What was that video? There's a video of a black woman, like when the cop shoots, and it's a black cop who turns around. It is a very stupid clip and shoots, another black person, and the black woman who's watching it laughs her ass off.
That was what's her face? Bone. God, I'm having a brain fart. I can't remember her name now. But yeah, no, the funny part was, that guy, I think the cop was actually Hispanic. But yeah, the scene is just so stupid because he just turns and just all of a sudden out of nowhere shoots her in the chest. It's like, that would never happen.
No, it was for no fucking reason. I got it. Hold on.
You found it? Bring it.
I forgot I sent it to myself in YouTube, in Twitter. I always got to put reminders up on it.
I will say I have the tweets like Jeremy posted.
Oh, the coordinating ones? All right.
Okay, we'll pull it up in a sec. Hold on. Check this out.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah. Jay Longbone is her name.
She just laughed. They're going with the church music.
The church music.
Oh my god, no!
It's so bad. Yeah, that is so bad. Why?
What the fuck? That would never happen.
Somebody just says so. You just turn around and shoot them. What?
Well, I mean,
Her reaction is perfect.
I've been
that's
on
Jay-
EVAP with Jay before, and she's definitely a white supremacist.
Marc the Cyborg denounces Jay Longbone. He's putting that out there right now.
I didn't say I denounce her. I just thought, no, okay.
I know where you're going.
But no, Jay's hilarious. She's awesome. Honestly awesome.
So this was the Quartering's like TikTok post about everything. Julian says coffee brand coffee. Quartering comes up.
Disavowed.
Wizard chicken disavowed. Who me? I'm subscribed, Jeremy. No, I'm saying that I disavow the black wizard chicken thing.
Oh.
No, he does-
officially
That
making
doesn't.
it clear.
That's not a troll. That's not a troll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weak. He's bending the knee.
Yeah.
Bending the knee.
Well,
He's just
that's-
doing it so he can get that guy on his channel and get a whole bunch of rage view out of it and
Yeah.
shit like that. That's what he's
I
trying to
mean,
do.
I
know
would do
what
the
game
same
he's playing.
thing. I'm not. Gonna
Hey, I
lie.
respect the hustle. I'm just not going to sacrifice my integrity and go, I denounce that when I think it's funny as fuck. Like
Well,
I mean,
I don't.
True.
Dermy would because Dermy really wants more subs
He's
and all
swinging-
that. I mean, the Quartering doesn't need it.
He's swinging from whatever X director X is.
No, I
nuts.
was outright
It's like
swinging
you do
from his
Tom
nuts, but I ain't gonna
McDonald's.
denounce this. I will stare him dead in the eye if I get him on his fucking thing. I will look him in the eye and say, I find that hilarious. And you don't even know the context around it. There could be no context. It could just be a joke.
No, I think the question that no one's asked yet though is what if Jeremy's initial intention was to apologize for to disavow the wizard chicken thing. Would writing that out not be more clear than using emojis? Like, what are you, a 14-year-old girl, Jeremy? Especially if you're trying to make a serious point. Like, be like, yeah, that thing disavowed. Make that clear. Don't say it with freaking emoticons. What are you doing?
I agree. I have to say, I hate this so bad. I get that you think it's funny, but I don't even think it's funny. I think it's kind of cringe and freaking sad that like if we did something where we used stereotype or stereotypical things or they would call us out, right? If we had like a nice small little Midwest town and then some black people pull up in a car and they get out and they're seeing they're like we're gonna take advantage of these people, blah blah blah. They'd be like, how dare you portray black people in this like stereotypical racist way, right? But in this one, showing white people as awful, oh look, they'll kill black people, they're seeing they're manipulating it and taking advantage of these poor people in the projects and stuff. That even though that's completely some stereotype and some awful thing, we're supposed to just laugh about it. I think it's kind of, I don't know, dastardly. I guess that's probably a weird word to use.
They don't even show
you
themselves
dastardly
in a good
devil,
highlight.
No, we should use dastardly more. I like that word.
You dastardly devil. That definitely needs to be your word from now on.
They have Robyn in the first episode 1. There is no plan outright. There's zero plan for how they're saving the mom from going to jail. But the way they save their mom is outright auto theft. That's why when the cops show up in episode 2, I'm kid you not, they steal a Rolls Royce.
I can't wait
In
to watch
episode
this and review
2,
it. I'm so excited.
I'll tell
When
you
the
this right now. In Canada, cops don't have sheriff's deputy on their plates.
I was gonna say, I mean, do you even have sheriffs? Is that thing?
No,
I didn't think
Mark,
so.
Mark, how do you feel about your tax dollars paying for this?
Yeah, I mean it's CBC, whatever. I mean, hey, every so often, to be fair though, every so often we get something like Trailer Park Boys out of it. So
that's fair. That's fair.
Well, okay, wait.
There are talented people in Canada. It's just they're not always the one getting the job.
Is the show based in Canada? I've got to assume they're based in America because they want to make America
No, I
look
think
racist.
it's supposed to be in Toronto, isn't it?
It's based in New Sherwood.
What the fuck is
I
that? Oh, New Sherwood.
They
okay, so that's like
mentioned
the Sherwood
Mercia,
Forest.
so I don't know where Mercia is.
Well, I mean, it's a Canadian produced show, so I guess I always figured it took place in Toronto. I know that's where they shoot it, but I mean, like, it's not a show I ever would have had any interest in. There's plenty of CBC shows that have come out since like I was a kid that I had zero interest in. So honestly, like, if not for this guy popping up in like Instagram videos, just like dumping on people I know, I honestly would have paid this show no attention at all. I just would have disregarded it entirely.
This probably would have been like a handful of videos that we made and then moved on, but because he actually responded is why people got so into this, and now I'm watching it and I regret nothing.
Because it's hilarious.
It's self-preservation. That's what he's doing. He's just
never. But you should never respond to trolls. He's doing. He's doing it because he wants to play the race card. That's what he's really doing. Those of us, we know not to respond to trolls, especially not publicly, not in a video. You're giving them the energy, but he wants the race baiting. That's what he wants.
It's the only move he has if he wants to still pretend his show is good. Like it's that is the truth, because the only other move is saying, yeah, well, we made this season, apparently people don't like it, but you know, we're still signed for a season 2, we're gonna make it, but I'm gonna do my best to work harder on the scripts and see if we can't turn it around for you. And there's no chance a guy like this is ever saying that. He's never gonna do it.
I was talking about this on the Rumble side. Take the director for Castlevania Nocturne. I still haven't seen Nocturne yet. I've heard negative things about it.
I've seen 2 episodes and I was out. I watched 2 episodes and I was like, okay, this sucks.
Okay, well,
but I mean, for all I know, it gets great. But I was out after 2, and I know it first series
strong. Yeah, I did too. For all I know, it ends strong. But the director came out because Netflix decided to promote it in a very awful way by just shitting on the Belmonts, and the director came out and said, hey, you know what? I don't want this. He fought with Netflix. He got them to remove it and said, I want to at least be nice to the fans and stuff. That goes a long way. That actually made me think, I might check it out. You get a look at this. This is the exact opposite way to do this. You don't go after the people on the internet. You don't interact with them like this. This makes us want to do more stuff. If the director for Nocturne did that, there'd be a million videos about him.
Yeah,
Mark, do you disagree with Mike has bad knees, or do you agree with this statement?
Well, I mean, yes and no, but it's like success in Canada, though, is kind of the filter to whether you ever get even looked at by anybody in America, right? Like, there's there's tons of talented people in Canada who aren't all of a sudden big in LA because no LA producers are paying any attention to them, right? Like,
and also, I'm going to give some pushback. Canada also tricks us and makes us take who they say is popular and famous, and then we get a Justin Bieber.
Well, no, you guys made him popular and famous because Usher is the one who made him big, so you can't blame him on us.
I'm blaming Canada. Because he's from
Canada.
He would have been a kid doing like theater in the town he came from, because it's a big like theater town. That would have been his story if not for Usher being like, hey, this kid's a star now.
You know what, Mark? All I had to say about the difference between America and Canada is,
I mean, we don't have a song like that. Our only Trey Parker song is Blame Canada. Yes. So.
Rightfully so. I'm still convinced we had the border on the border wall on the wrong side of America.
Yeah, see, Ruben gets it.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm just really happy that Mark's on here and Common hasn't proposed yet. So
I know we're really moving. We're really advancing here.
What was the proposal that was the weird part? It was everything else.
There was a lot weird about that night that I'm pretty sure Jesse either wants to forget or did forget, because
Jojo.
Oh, we don't let him forget.
Yeah. Jojo says, Jesse was a little drunk that night.
Little. The only time he's been drunker was when we had the show on his stream.
Yes. He turned off the thing and didn't end the stream.
10 hour stream.
I feel like the dude in the first Alien film right now.
Well, the catnip's failed.
What else did we have? What else was going on this past week? I didn't have too many topics lined up. I need you guys' help on this.
Let me check. What else did I make a video on? Because there's a lot of stuff. Like, more stuff happened, but it was a lot of small stuff.
Anyone play Liza P? That shit's crazy.
I have not yet.
Looks
I
good.
want to.
It's really good. It's on Game Pass. I strongly recommend checking it out. It's
I've been too stuck
it's
on
got like the most insane lore because it's Pinocchio, but it's like a sci-fi story, I guess.
I thought it was
Like,
more
basically,
steampunk.
imagine like but I mean the type of story it is like because effectively it's like an iRobot thing thematically, but instead of robots they're puppets, and the puppet who is like was built as just a puppet like any other puppet, but is learning to become human, like becoming a real boy. The thing that makes it so that he's showing signs of humanity is that he's able to lie, because the puppets are just programmed, right? Like they can't really think, but because Pinocchio can think, he can lie. And what's crazy is you're given choices in this game where the human thing to do in the situation is to lie. Like when you find out that I don't know, like I'll make one up that's not in the game just so I'm not ruining anything, but that a kid's looking for his mother and he's like, yeah, my mother really loved me and she's gonna wonder where I was. You find the mother, she's not dead yet, and she's like, oh God, well, just kill that kid for me. I'm just happy he's not gonna be. She says something crazy like that, and then the kid's like, did you find my mom? And she's like, yes, she loves you very much. It would be a lie, but it's the human thing to tell that kid, you know? So it's like, oh, wow. That's kind of interesting. Like they make you want to lie because that's kind of the more human thing to do. It's
Okay.
like,
Real quick, I do have another topic. It's about Rachel Zegler, but the context around it, I don't want to talk about because I'm fucking tired of Taylor Swift.
Pinocchio better.
Pinocchio does sound better.
Armored Core better too.
It sounds a lot better,
Armored
but
Core is
Rachel
great
Zegler
also.
did have a insane tirade on Twitter.
She have a
Outright
meltdown.
insane. Yes.
Dude, do you have something
Over
ready to share?
Barstool Ports. Yeah, I do have it
bring it
ready
up.
to share.
Bring it up. We don't have to talk about Taylor Swift. We'll just talk about Rachel Zegler having a meltdown. We'll make fun of her.
So-
We'll laugh at her.
She had a meltdown because of this Barstool Sports clip where, and I'll full screen it. He's talking
Cinnamon
about,
Toast Ken?
yeah, I don't know, but he's talking about Taylor Swift and what's his fuck.
Oh, that's
just
stupid football. That PR. It's a PR stunt.
Release a sex video. I'll consummate this relationship and be like, fine, you guys can have sex. You can be boyfriend, girlfriend. I don't buy it until I see some dick in vagina.
That's essentially, so they go on this whole tirade of, PR stunt, I need to see a sex tape. I want to see dick in vagina, dick in mouth, dick in hands, something like that. I need to see that before everything. Well, Rachel Zegler comes out and says this. It's not news that the media is particularly and unwarrantedly cruel to Taylor Swift, but the way men feel entitled to speak about women, their bodies, and their sex lives needs to be seriously evaluated. You will never see people speaking this way about a man. That goes for a lot of different scenarios. We do not pick apart men's attitudes and relationships the way we do women's. And it's not always just men who speak this way about us. Women can and do too. It sucks. Leave Taylor Swift alone. Seeing a lot of it's a joke, but you've got to understand that since the beginning of time, you can't take a joke has been synonymous with let me say horrible things about women without suffering the consequences. We're sick and tired. It's never been funny. Get a life.
She makes it harder and harder to jerk off to her pictures when she keeps putting dumb statements out there like this.
All it was a bunch of jokes, and she got so fucking pissed.
No, but here's the hypocritical part about this. This guy isn't just talking about some chick's relationship. There's a dude involved too. And he specifically calls out saying that I want to see dick in vagina. It's not like it's just talking about her. He's talking about the dude too. And she's making it all about the fucking chick. This is just as much of a big hit for the NFL as it is for her, and back and forth. It's a fucking PR stunt.
Dude, if you see the fucking numbers, the NFL fucking Twitter account is calling out Swifties and all this shit. It is bringing so many people buying fucking Travis Kelce jerseys. That's
Number
not
one
just money
jersey
for
in the
Kelce.
country.
That's not just money for the fucking Chiefs. That's money for the fucking NFL. They are fucking milking the shit out of this. You're absolutely
who is
fucking
the
right.
guy who said the thing like in the clip that we played?
Big Cat. I don't know who he is.
No, but like, is he important at all, or
he's from
like,
Barstool Sports?
Barstool Sports.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So like, I mean, is so Rachel Zegler was responding to him specifically
To the
But,
jokes
like,
that were said, but yeah.
I guess the weird thing I said is like that men's relationships never get analyzed like this. Fucking Leonardo DiCaprio, get the fuck out of here.
Oh yeah.
People
How
talk
old
about
is
who
she?
he's having
relationships are
sex with all
constantly
the
torn
time.
apart.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, how old is she? Oh my god, I can't believe he's dating a woman so young. Oh my god.
No, but like, I mean, you say what you will about DiCaprio, whether you agree with his practices with women or not. Likewise with Taylor Swift with men, but I mean, if you like, celebrity gossip is celebrity gossip. Like, you know, it's not because she's a woman; it's because she's a celebrity who's famous and attractive. Let's face it, because you generally don't hear a whole lot about unattractive celebrities' relationships. You know, because no one gives a shit. Like, it's just like, okay, no one cares. Yeah, no one cares.
She's
who that person's
single-handedly
sleeping
ruining
with.
the NFL.
Unless you hear weird things like that musician who was dating Scarlett Johansson and then was dating Lena Dunham after that, and you're just like, dude, what? How did you
downgrade? Holy
no, but
fuck.
like, I mean, at the same time, you're just like, I don't know whether like shake your hand or wow, like
you actually managed to stay erect while.
No, but
how
like,
that happens, I don't
Did you miss
understand.
the part where prior he dated Scarlett Johansson? So it's like, well,
Oh, okay,
Right,
no,
how would
actually, I
you
did miss that part. All I heard was
Oh.
fucking
Yeah,
hooking
no,
up with
like,
them. Holy
that's
shit!
what that's what makes it crazy that he dated Scarlett Johansson, broke up with her, and then started dating Lena Dunham, and you're just like, wow, that's
Yeah.
a person who has
This
strange
whole conversation
taste.
has reminded me. There is a question I do have for Mark.
Oh, dear
Recently on Side Scrollers, you got into the comment section and talked about a three-way.
Yeah.
Have you seen? Have you been in an area where you saw a three-way or like a sex scene at one point? They were talking about porn for some reason.
Porn. No, that was okay. Well, it's actually a pretty simple story. It's just I made a movie, not a porno movie, just an action movie back in like 2006 to 2010 was around the time that I was filming it, and there was one guy that I was gonna get to do some lighting for me, and his job was as a cinematographer for an adult film company, and he invited me to come to a set to like check it out one time. He's like, yeah, it's actually really great money if you could stand like being in the room for it. And because I was like a 24-year-old kid who like, you know, was like, I mean, I don't know, I guess I'd like to check it out. I went and like, you know, sat around on the set and basically kind of saw what he did and how much he got paid and talked about it. And I was like, yeah, it's not for me. That's really the end of the story. It's not any crazier than that.
It's not any crazier. It's just
Well,
at least
I mean,
we got the story. We got the story before Side Scrollers did. That's all I care about.
Yeah, like it just. Yeah, I told them on there. I was like, yeah, it's really not that crazy a story, but it also is. It's not. Not a great
It's not a-
scene.
That story is so.
Oh, hot. Want to
Fuck.
Context around all that was they were talking about something to do with porn, and you brought that up.
We get it, Dermy. Thank you very much.
But now I have the story. That's all I wanted to know.
Okay.
I forget what the context is why I brought it up was, but it was something about porn production they were talking about, and that's the only reason I brought it up. I was like, yeah, I've been on a set where one of those is happening. It's not that exciting because I think someone made a joke
like this.
No, they were probably more attractive people.
I'm just gonna continue playing Lies of the P for the rest.
You
of the
didn't even look at the
stream.
screen. I know
Yeah,
you didn't
no,
even look.
not even looking at that monitor. I'm on a totally different screen right now.
I agree.
Just being Pinocchio with my edgelord katana, hacking up demons.
Isn't Ron Jeremy like the super hung fat dude?
Yeah, he's currently in jail, I believe.
Yeah,
Did he
I
get
think
put in
he
jail?
got he got like proper Me Too. I think like
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah,
I
he
knew-
actually,
I knew a
here's,
girl-
here's
did it.
legit evidence.
I knew a
Yeah.
girl back in like I think this is around 05, somewhere between 05 and 07 when I was in North Carolina, who said she met Ron Jeremy. He said, "Hey, can I have your autograph?" He just grabs her shirt, pulls it down, and signs her tit. No question whatsoever, just fucking grabbed her and signed her fucking tit. And that was not what she wanted.
Nah,
Like,
I believe that.
there's no surprise whatsoever that
Well-
dude's in fucking jail now.
Yeah, like I mean that's like because you got to think if that's what he'll do with just any random fan. Like imagine a girl who's showing him a little interest, you know, like
Yep. No
you can
fucking
see him
surprise.
not exactly taking no for an answer and about certain things.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
I got
that's
nothing
fucking-
else, guys. I think we might as well just wrap this shit up.
Everyone play Liza P. It's really good.
We'll play Liza
I'll
P.
check it out.
It's very very hard, but there's a rhythm to it. Once you get it,
That's what
feels
she
awesome.
said on both of that. It's hard. It's got a rhythm. Hell yeah.
Well, here you can even
Bow
add
chicka
more to
bow wow.
that. The whole system with the weapons is you can switch up which part is the top and which is the bottom. Handles or blades.
Does it
can
ask
make
what your
all sorts of-
pronouns are too?
You can
That's-
make all sorts of combinations. Any blade or head of a weapon can be switched with any handle, and it creates a new weapon. It's pretty good shit, man.
I'll disagree with
variety.
Tracy K here. Yeah, he was in Boondock Saints. At least no, he looked like clean and he combed his hair. Otherwise, he looks fucking disgusting as shit.
Yeah, he looked like he actually shower. They made him shower for the show for the movie.
Yeah, yeah. They actually forced him to shower in that. Yeah,
he still looked
kinda-
kind of greasy though.
Yeah, he looks
Ron
like
Jeremy.
fucking
Can't help
greasy
it.
fucking Guido. Oh, did I say that? I'm sorry, Mark. I offended your people.
All you damn
Nah, I
mops,
don't
get
care.
off the lawn.
I spent 3 years in Italy. I think I get a Guido pass. So
Is that
That's
even
just
really
not
a
a term
slur?
I take any offense to at all. I mean, if there's Italian people who are, I guess I'm sorry, man, but yeah, I'm not that guy.
I don't know how much of a slur it is. I mean, I don't know if that. I mean, I've got to assume that it comes from Italy.
Honestly, it used to just be a term which turned into Gino, which basically just means Italian guy who wears track pants and listens to dance music, gels his hair. Like it's just a type of guy. It's like it's the Jersey Shore type guy. Just we didn't
Yeah.
call them that because I knew guys like that long before there was a Jersey Shore. They were the Genos. Some
bet
of
if
them
I-
were named Gino, but yeah. And
I'll
I
bet
think
if I-
Guido was just a term that preceded that. I don't even think
Yeah.
it's a slur.
I'll bet if when I was in Italy, if I actually called an Italian Guido, they probably wouldn't even know what the fuck I was saying. That'd be my assumption.
I guess Greasers
Dermy.
would have been the one before that. Greasers, yeah.
Well, greasers. I mean, that was just
kind of
uh,
turned
the-
into a general term.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
that was like back in the 50s when they would all back like the New Yorkers. Yeah, they greased their hair back, and I'm
But they
sure
didn't
a
used to
lot of
always
Italians.
Yeah,
call
lots of
do,
New
but-
Yorkers were Italian. It's mostly Italians
Well,
and Jews.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they used to call them greasy Italians and shit like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Dermy, close this up, buddy.
Hi, I'm Dermy Wermy. Thank you guys for watching tonight. It was a wonderful time. Please check out my channel, Dermy Wermy, where I will be putting out Robyn Hood reviews. I do live streams. I'm honestly thinking I might just go back to streaming more Pokemon after this. You know, I've been playing the DLC and getting my ass handed to me in 6-star raids, which is fucking wonderful. But hey, at least I have some struggle, which I love. Gonna be putting out more videos. Ballbusters next week. We got Melee Games coming on, and then in the tiny chair, I have Professor Savage Dad. Oh, and on the 25th, I'm gonna do another 24-hour stream, and I'm setting that all up. And now it looks like I might just download Pokemon Soul Silver or Heart Gold and try to play that for 24 hours, which is gonna be interesting because that's an old game. I'm gonna run an emulator on my PC and see how long it takes.
All right.
See if I can beat that game in 24 hours.
PC emulator is based.
Beast AF. Thank you, Dermy.
Yeah.
Marc the Cyborg, you've been gone for so damn long. Why don't you go ahead and pitch your shit and tell everybody where to find you?
Yeah, I have a YouTube channel. It's Marc The Cyborg, kind of all one word. Mark with a C. And I also run a channel with my wife, X-Ray Girl, called Human Cyborg Relations, where we talk about relationship stuff. Tomorrow, though, I will likely be streaming some Lies of P because I'm getting towards the end of the game, and I have a feeling it's going to start getting really nuts. But I did beat what is referred to as one of the hardest bosses just today. And the next one is apparently less hard. But I don't know. I'll find out. This is a really badass Pinocchio game, though, and everyone should play it.
I'll have to check it out. Are you on your channel right now, by the way, too? Are you multi-stream?
No. I'm just.
Okay.
I'm grinding souls effectively to like buy myself more throwing bombs of acid. Acid damage rocks, by the way.
You have fun with that.
Yeah.
Devil. The devil. The evil one. The dark one.
Before I do my outro, aren't you setting up a 24-hour stream or some stream to get money for breast cancer? I thought you guys were talking about that last week.
I don't know how to set it up properly, and I'm scared every time I get them on a super chat. I'm gonna have to keep track of that. I'm not smart enough to figure that out. So
somebody told us how to do it.
The Xwing did, but I'm still a retard, so I'm gonna figure something out. I don't know yet. I do want to figure something out about that. I don't know how that's gonna work.
Okay. I am Devil Made Me Do It, now like 3 on the Twitters. Check it out. Check out Get Ranked every Sunday on Beelzebub. Check out Engaged before that. Check out Beelzebub every Saturday morning. I'm on 12 shows a week, or 11. So check, look around, you'll find me.
Thank you, bud. Thank you for being here. And everyone is in the video description below, including Mark. He's down there too. Give him a shout out.
Thank you.
Jesse, the common nerd, my co-host with the most.
Hey, what's going on? I put a bunch of videos out this week covering some of the Robyn Hood stuff. So if you guys want to see a little bit more of that in detail and listen to me really scream and holler about it for quite a while, which seems to be really entertaining for some people for some reason, go check that out. Tomorrow, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, Bible study. I think we're still in Numbers. I can't remember anymore right now. And then back to it on Monday, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time for the morning prep. And then, rinse and repeat the normal schedule for the week. And, putting videos out all the time. Just crossed 4,160 subscribers. So come over and see us, get us to 41 and 70. And, things are going well. Things are grinding away. Had a lot of fun coming in. Always good to see Mark again. So glad you're not being a stranger.
Did you hear that, puppy?
And, see. Exactly.
You get Jesse. You tell her. Fuck off.
She was very, very comfortable. She doesn't like being woken up. I knew that was gonna happen.
Clearly. Good job.
You're so predictable, Jojo. You little puppy.
Jojo said,
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
I understand, Jesse, Jojo. I understand. Hey, look at that. Rumble just now put out a notification that we're streaming. Thank you, Rumble, just as we're about to close. Much appreciated.
I just got that one, too.
Rumble's on it, man. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone here in the panel. Thank you, Mark, for popping in again. I always love seeing you, buddy. Thank you, everyone in the chat here on YouTube and in Rumble. I love you guys. By the way, I put out a message to Rumble. They did reply. They're looking into getting, or rather to StreamYards. I mean, to integrate Rumble onto StreamYards. They're looking into it. Hopefully, eventually, we'll get to that point where we can highlight your chats and put up Rumble rants and all kinds of stuff. I suggest anyone out there, if you're content creators, send them an email. I got a very quick reply. So send an email out to StreamYards and request that Rumble gets integrated into StreamYards. I appreciate that very much by Mr. Travis, who got right back to me. So thank you guys so much. Thank you to everyone in the chat. Thank you so much for the super chats. I appreciate the hell out of all you guys and to all the moderators out there. And be sure, if you haven't already, double tap that like and subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. Comment on this if you're watching this as a replay. It helps on the algorithm. And remember to share this out there with everybody, because you don't got to be a veteran to enjoy this content. Just don't get butthurt. You've been warned.
Oh, God! Ah!